Up in Central Queensland, that's where the real focus in the last 24 to 48 hours has been, particularly the rural town of Clermont, which has been inundated by these really heavy, intense falls. That town has received over 230 millimetres of rain in the last 48 hours, a huge dumping from that ex-tropical cyclone Koji, and that rain has and the floodwater has impacted over 70 homes in that town. So the residents are starting to take stock of what's happened, the amount of damage and how much recovery they're going to have to do. This is a part of the state which is used to flooding, but residents have told the ABC that they were just shocked by how quickly these floodwaters rose. Rivers rising by 1.5 metres really quickly. So it is a really scary situation. Even though that weather system is slowing down, there still is the risk of some heavy rainfall and thunderstorms in the Central Highlands and coalfields today as that weather system continues to move across the state. There's still quite a lot of road closures across Central Queensland as well as into Western Queensland and up until northwest Queensland. So authorities are just urging motorists to be really patient. There's a lot of floodwater also that has to move across the state's river system. There is still a fair few moderate and minor flood warnings across the state, so authorities are just urging residents in those impacted regions to keep an eye on that. And talking about floodwaters, the Premier David Crisafulli has had some really strong words on flood gauges, BOM flood gauges being offline, not only just during ex-tropical cyclone Koji, but during that really monsoonal rain over the Christmas period up in northwest Queensland, where we saw 400 mils falling in a week-long period. This is what the Premier had to say.
There hasn't been the investment at a federal level for a long period of time in facilities that the Bureau of Meteorology needs. So we're dealing with areas where there just isn't enough rain gauges or river monitoring, and there isn't the adequate radar coverage.
Tell us then, what is the forecast for the next few days? What are Queenslanders looking at?
Lorna, this weather system is slowing down, but it's moving northwest, and that is a concern for authorities. As I mentioned before, northwest Queensland was really hammered with monsoonal rain over that Christmas period, and graziers lost over 50,000 head of cattle in that period due to flood waters. So there's a lot of people in that region who are still picking up the pieces from that disaster and trying to recover. So those river systems will be still soaked from that rain. This is the outback. It's extremely flat and it takes days, if not weeks, for rain to be able to move through those river systems. So authorities are on alert if there's any further rainfall in that northwest Queensland area as well as the Gulf country, just to monitor that, and hopefully there's no further damage in that part of the country.